Halo Sobat Tangguh! Disasters are not only impact physical damage and economic losses, but also affect the psychological well-being of the disaster-affected community. If psychosocial support is not provided to the survivors promptly, it can lead to the further psychological disorders.
Therefore, we are from the local disaster management agency at Jakarta Capital City Government, providing psychosocial support services to the community affected by the disaster.
Psychosocial support services are a series of activities aimed to restoring the social and psychological well-being of disaster survivors. The goal is to enhance the psychosocial well-being of the individuals, families, and communities, enabling them to functioning optimally after experiencing a disaster or a traumatic event. Psychosocial support services, which are usually called LDP, are a series of post-disaster activities that handle mental recovery for disaster survivors and aim to enable people to return to normal life patterns and prevent traumatic situations. Series of psychosocial support services include psychoeducation, psychological first aid, playgroups for children, peer group support, and counseling. Sobat Tangguh, one of the series of psychosocial support services carried out by us is psychological first aid, or what we usually abbreviate as PFA. PFA is a form of first aid for mental health, and the objective is to relieve a person's emotions regarding a disaster they have experienced, and it is given as quickly as possible after a traumatic event. PFA is provided immediately after a traumatic event to prevent psychological disorder. PFA can be given by anyone, particularly those who have completed PFA training. Trauma healing, on the other hand, involves interventions for survivors who have been identified as experiencing trauma and is conducted by professional practitioners. Following the steps for PFA are observing, listening, providing comfort, connecting, protecting, and providing realistic hope. Sobat Tangguh, in providing psychosocial support services, we have an operational vehicle known as Mobil Cycling Pentas. This is a counseling room. This room is used for survivors who need advanced psychological support. This is an entertainment space equipped with smart TV and sound system used for playing and singing together. In this section, there are also bookshelves with children's books that can be encouraged to survivors to read. In addition to the main features, there are also additional features such as dolls and children's toys. Do you want to know where the dolls and toys come from?
Halo Sobat Tangguh! You can contribute in psychosocial support services through Abang Monas program.
Abang Monas is an innovation by BPBD DKI Jakarta, which means let's help survivors by donating children toys and dolls.
The goal of Abang Monas is to optimize the elements of the pentahelix in disaster management, particularly in psychosocial support services. Children's toys and dolls are expected to bring comfort, especially to children affected by disasters. Those who wish to participate can visit the website bpbd.jakarta.go.id and click on the icon to participate in Abang Monas.